Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you...
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
They run. First carry for Damian Harris.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Hardman to return.
There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. He returns that punt 73 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. And we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer?
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener. Far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Setting up the screen, Harris. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They hand this off to Harris. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 20. Rodgers and the Jets now with a first.
At their own 27.
Now Carter to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
And that'll be caught.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
touchdown passes. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills getting set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On play action, Allen. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Working out of the shot. 1st and 10. To the air. Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 26-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. That escapes the sack. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hardy. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And New York set to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right.
He finds Wilson. Touchdown!
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out going the touchdown to kick.
Nope.
Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. It's the Bills with the football as we resume play in the second quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a dump off here complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On the move to his left. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Allen going to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game. It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Open man is Diggs. He's got him. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On play action, Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills' field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Oh, nice move. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And Knox is going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Half 85. Go.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo first down.
Back to throw. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And again, it's Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And the Bills first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Bills 20.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so he's not cover him anymore? Because he was really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was...
He's got him in, complete. Now he's loose again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 72 yards. And the
Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Bills.
Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Allen's throw is complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills first down.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Now this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Now Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now 3rd down and very long. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Rodgers looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And quickly, they get to the line. On play action, it's Rodgers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll see Garrett Wilson. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds well short. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with a football. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this done.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones again. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Prescott now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Hardman on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. There's Mecole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Jets are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
First down, Jets.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Again, it's Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Hey, 626.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. 36 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. On play action, now Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there, 26 yards. first down. Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Tolbert. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've reached... Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. There's Mecole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
First down, New York.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Prescott now on 2nd down.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
24-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. He's to the 15.
Now all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mecole Hardman
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Jones running left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And it's taken in at the 9. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, New York.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 40. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Along the sideline, Wilson with a grab. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New York.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Prescott off play action. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Hey, kill.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Hey, kill! 47!
First down, Prescott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now, hang on. We've got an injured player down there, and oh, my. That's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, shaken up. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. 74 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a first down. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 22 more. First down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. And for Aaron Rodgers, he's got a lot of footballs on his mantle from all his accolades, but maybe that's another one he wants to keep. He just went over 60,000 career passing yards, and we already know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's accomplished so much. The work is done, but he just continues to put in more work and pass more milestones. Congratulations to Aaron Rodgers. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Get 300. Get 300.
On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman from 8 yards out.
And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's
coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Bryan Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Rodgers throwing here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Flush to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it.
And now here come the Cowboys. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
It's a game of 20. That's good.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, it's an early